Alibaba just dropped something huge that nobody's talking about. I'm talking about Qwen3-MT, the new AI translation beast that speaks 92 languages. This thing beats GPT-4 at translation and costs 50 times less. We're talking about covering 95% of the world's population with one tool. Today I'm going to show you exactly how this changes everything for your business. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. Listen up, because what I'm about to show you is absolutely crazy. Last week, Alibaba quietly released something that could completely change how we think about translation, and most people have no idea this exists. I'm talking about Qwen3-MT, and before you think this is just another AI tool, let me tell you why this is different. This thing translates between 92 languages. That's not a typo. 92 languages covering over 95% of everyone on Earth. But here's the kicker. It beats GPT-4 at translation tasks and costs almost nothing to use. We're talking about 50 cents per million tokens. That's like 50 times cheaper than premium translation services. Now, I know what you're thinking. Julian, another AI tool, here's why you should care. Translation is a $56 billion industry that's growing like crazy. Every business needs translation, every content creator needs translation, and up until now the options have been expensive, slow, or just plain bad. Qwen3-MT changes all of that. First, let me explain what makes this so special. Most translation tools are built on general AI models that kind of do translation as a side thing. Qwen3-MT is different. It's built specifically for translation from the ground up. They train this thing on trillions of translation tokens, not general text, translation-specific data. That's like the difference between someone who speaks a language versus someone who's a professional translator. And here's where it gets really interesting. They use something called reinforcement learning. This means the AI doesn't just translate, it learns what makes a good translation versus a bad one. It's like having a translator that gets better every time it works. The technical stuff behind this is insane. They built it on something called a mixture of experts architecture. This basically means the AI only uses the parts of its brain it needs for each specific language pair. So when you're translating from English to Spanish, it's not using the parts trained for Chinese to Arabic, it's laser focused. Now, before I show you exactly how to use this to transform your business, I want to give you something free. I've created a comprehensive training on the most powerful AI tools available right now, and I'm giving it away free in my AI Success Lab. The link is in the comments and description below. This training shows you step-by-step how to implement tools like Qwen3-MT in your business. Don't miss out on this, because these opportunities move fast. But let's talk about what this means for you. If you're running any kind of online business, you know that going global is where the real money is. But translation has always been this massive bottleneck. You either pay huge amounts for human translators, or you use cheap tools that make your content sound like a robot wrote it. Qwen3-MT solves both problems. The quality is so good that in human evaluation tests, professional translators rated it higher than competing models for both accuracy and fluency. We're talking about translations that actually sound natural. And remember, this covers 92 languages. We're not just talking about the big ones like Spanish, French, and German. We're talking about languages like Thai, Arabic, Korean, Japanese, even regional dialects. This means you can take your content, your products, your services, and instantly make them available to 95% of the world's population. Think about that for a second. The speed is lightning fast. We're talking about real-time translation. You can integrate this into live chat systems, customer support, even video calls. The possibilities are endless. But, Julian, you might ask, how do I actually use this? Great question. Qwen3-MT is available through the Qwen API. This means developers can build it into apps, websites, and tools. But even if you're not technical, there are already demos and interfaces being built that let non-technical people access this power. Let me show you some real numbers. In benchmark tests, Qwen3-MT beat GPT 4.1 Mini and Gemini 2.5 Flash on translation quality. And it was competitive with much larger, more expensive models like GPT 4.1 and Gemini 2.5 Pro. But here's the crazy part. While those bigger models might give you slightly better results in some cases, Qwen3-MT gives you 90% of the quality at 2% of the cost. That's not a trade-off. That's a complete game changer. Now let me tell you about some use cases that could completely transform your business. If you're in e-commerce, imagine taking your product descriptions and instantly having them available in 92 languages. Your potential market just went from local to global overnight. If you're a content creator, imagine taking your videos and having perfect subtitles in dozens of languages, or taking your blog posts and instantly having versions for every major market in the world. If you're running ads, imagine being able to test your campaigns across different languages and cultures without massive translation costs eating into your budget. Customer support, You can now help customers in their native language without hiring support staff for every language. The AI handles the translation in real time. But here's what really excites me about the timing of this. We're at this inflection point where AI is becoming mainstream, but most businesses are still stuck thinking locally. The companies that figure out how to go global fast are going to dominate. And Qwen3-MT just removed the biggest barrier to going global: language. Now, I need to be honest with you about something. This isn't magic. You still need strategy. You still need to understand different markets. You still need good content to begin with. But what Qwen3-MT does is remove the technical and cost barriers that have kept most businesses from even trying to go global. Think about it this way. 5 years ago, if you wanted professional translation for serious business use, you were looking at thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. Now you can get better quality for the cost of a coffee. That's not just an improvement, that's a complete shift in what's possible. And here's something else that's interesting. The model supports something called domain-specific translation. This means you can tell that you're working in legal, medical, technical, or any other specialized field, and it adjusts its translations accordingly. This is huge because specialized translation has always been where costs really exploded. Legal translation, medical translation, technical documentation. These used to require experts who charge premium rates. Now you can get that level of specialized knowledge for pennies. But let me tell you where I think this is really heading. We're moving towards a world where language barriers just don't exist for business, where you can create content once and instantly have it available to the entire world. That's not some far-off future. That's happening right now, and the businesses that figure this out first are going to have a massive advantage. But here's what I really want you to understand about Qwen3-MT specifically. This isn't just about translation. This is about removing barriers. This is about making the global market accessible to everyone. For the first time in history, a small business owner in Nebraska can compete globally with the same translation capabilities as a Fortune 500 company. That's incredible, and the quality keeps getting better. They're using reinforcement learning, which means every translation makes the system smarter. This isn't a static tool, it's constantly improving. In the human evaluation tests they ran, they had professional translators rate the output, and Qwen3-MT didn't just win on accuracy, it won on what they call acceptance rate and excellence rate. Acceptance rate means how often the translation was good enough to use without editing. Excellence rate means how often it was rated as truly excellent quality. These are the metrics that matter in real business use, and Qwen3-MT is leading in both. They tested this across 10 major languages with triple-blind evaluation. That means 3 different professional translators rated each translation without knowing which system produced it. This wasn't some cherry-picked demo. This was rigorous scientific testing, and Qwen3-MT came out on top. Now, if you're thinking about implementing this kind of technology in your business, there are a few things you need to know. First, this is API-based, which means you'll likely need some technical help to integrate it properly. But here's the thing. The investment in getting this set up correctly could completely transform your business. We're talking about opening up markets you never thought you could reach. And here's something else that excites me. The speed of development in this space. Qwen3-MT just launched, and it's already beating established players. This tells me that the pace of improvement is accelerating, which means if you wait to explore these technologies, you're going to fall behind. The businesses that start experimenting now are going to have a huge head start. What we're seeing here is the democratization of global communication. For the first time, language barriers are becoming optional instead of inevitable. This has massive implications beyond just business. We're talking about education, healthcare, emergency services, entertainment. Every industry that involves communication across languages is about to be transformed. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Julian, this sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? Here's the honest truth. The catch is that most people won't do anything with this information. They'll watch this video, think it's interesting, and then never actually implement anything. Don't be that person. The opportunity here is real. The technology is available right now. The costs are lower than they have ever been. But only if you actually take action. If you're serious about scaling your business and reaching global markets, you need to start experimenting with tools like Qwen3-MT today. Not next month, not next year, today. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, check out the AI Success Lab to get access to all the training and resources you need to start implementing AI in your business. Second, if you're serious about scaling with AI and want personalized help, book a free SEO strategy session. The link is in the comments and description. We'll show you exactly how to use AI tools to get more leads and customers. Third, join my AI Profit Boardroom, where over 1,000 entrepreneurs are already using these strategies to build and scale their businesses with AI automation. This is the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Remember, Qwen3-MT is just the beginning. The businesses that master AI tools like this are going to dominate the next decade. Don't get left behind. Julian Goldie reads every comment, so make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about Qwen3-MT and how you plan to use it in your business. The future is global and the barriers are disappearing. The question is, are you ready to take advantage of it? That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive into another game-changing AI tool that's flying under the radar. Until then, start thinking global because that's where the opportunity is.